Yeah. Hi, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
Back after these messages.
Okay.
Same place?
Same place.
Excuse me.
You know where we're going.
Maybe. I don't have a
Just
thing.
follow Becky, but don't follow her to the bathroom.
Okay, straight the
Or maybe she's going to the kitchen.
right here, right?
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I do apologize for our
It's
miscommunication.
not a problem. I completely understand and respect that. I don't have a dependable way to reach me.
Is there another way or another?
There's really not,
Okay.
and even with matters between me and Dr. Macomb, I always tell the girls, don't waste a stamp, don't waste a phone call. It's easier if I just walk over.
Okay. I mean, it is nice that you're.
Well, yeah,
But I know it's
if
still-
I did have to manage transportation to get somewhere, then it would be a little bit more of
Sure.
it. But it's really not a problem, and like I said, I completely understand and respect that. I'm the one that doesn't have a dependable line of communication. So.
And it's hard because when I scheduled you originally, I was supposed to be working in the office on Thursdays.
Oh,
That hasn't changed yet. I'm still working from home on Thursdays. So I only do Zoom appointments on Thursdays.
oh, okay.
So then when you got rescheduled by Joanne, it was accidental on her part, on everyone's part, because you should have been scheduled for either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday.
Oh, okay.
So then I was like, oh, snap.
No, and I did think of I thought that when we had first met that you said that you just do the virtual appointments on Thursday.
Yes.
And so
Correct.
I just assumed that must have changed or something. So
It is supposed to change, and it will be changing. I don't know if you've noticed, but across the street there, where the admin building is,
okay.
we've opened up a behavioral health suite.
Oh.
So the therapist will then be moving over there,
Oh, okay.
which will change our schedules a little bit. But we're waiting on like billing and blah 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 blah. Blah.
Right.
So when they tell me to go over there, I'll go over there. Now you have your appointment tomorrow, correct?
If they were able to get me back with that Brad, I'm not going to see the woman, and I might not have to see her at all, because here's the situation now.
Tell me.
Dr. Ben Sander's psych evaluation,
Yes.
the crimes he committed and all, serves my self-serving interests for my own agenda very well. And the point of of getting that one was I needed that and for the probation. Okay?
Right.
Now, and having done that, and the probation officer, along with Dr. Macon and along with myself, have chased Dr. Benz down, trying to get him to complete the report because, well, and you know, in Dr. Ben Sander's defense, it's really basic common sense. He spells it out in his own words. No symptoms of this, none of this, none of that, none of that. Okay, it's basic fucking common sense. If there's no symptoms to treat, just like he told me to my face, then there's no treatment recommended. So, well, and it's not the probation officer's fault. She's actually a very decent lady, and she's been very fair, and she also does understand the situation and what people were going to try to use her for. And she's been very reasonable, but I have made sure to keep a paper trail showing that I've made all the efforts, I have complied. And so when nobody would release the psych evaluation, she was able to call Dr. Ben's office, and somebody in his office emailed it to her, and she was kind and respectful enough to give me a copy of it.
I was just gonna say, I thought you had a copy of it.
I did, and that's how I got it. I otherwise never would have seen
Got it.
what I was not supposed to see. And she said I was there, what was it, the 27th. And I had told her I was doing this.
Mhm.
And this was previous to our, this would have been, that was September, that would have been the August visit. And she said, while you're going there, she said, could you get me something from this therapist to confirm all this, since she can't get a hold of Dr. Ben Sandair, and she knows as well as I do that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And she said the problem that she is having, and see, 37th District Court and the criminal judge there, they're all in on this conspiracy to fuck me and to force me to have to go to the Macomb County Community Mental Health to be forced medicated and forced into treatment that I don't need and I will not get. Well, they can kill me, they can do whatever they have to do to me. I'm not being treated for something that I don't need.
Mm-hmm.
And that is detrimental to my health. And so she says all we need is Dr. Benz to conclude in the report. No further follow-up is recommended. Well, that's specifically what he was told to do, not to do by the Macomb County Corporate Council, okay,
Mm-hmm.
who have everything to lose because of me, and they've done everything they can to try to destroy me, including they're trying to get me evicted from my home, which they can't do. It's not going to work. They've gone so far as to manufacture false paperwork, steal my 2 months in advance paid rent and everything, and I got them, and I'm fucking them like I'm fucking everybody else. So she said, if I could just get something from you. And then I went back last Wednesday on the 27th and I explained to her that, and I did have a letter from September 7th when I saw Dr. Macon. I thought, just in case something did come up, and which it did, I should just get a letter from Dr. Macon to confirm that, I'm going through this process. And I'm glad I did that because I showed that to her and I told her that we have another appointment now for today. And I said to her, as far as I'm concerned, I have complied with the court order. I got the psych evaluation done. And I've paid all the money. I've jumped through the hoops. And October is supposed to be my last reporting month.
You answered my next question.
And what she needs to be able to just close that out is she said, and I told her, I'm not willing to participate with this shit much longer. And I told her I've already jumped through the hoops and I have decided that Dr. Ben Sandair's psych evaluation actually does serve my purpose. And anytime I use it, I'll just have to explain to him that he's a criminal who was charged for misdiagnosing people under his own substance abuse problems, which I can show. So, I would just accept that. But she said that's fine. That would be acceptable. If I could just get something from a mental health professional or somebody qualified to say that no further treatment is recommended or follow-up, are her words, no follow-up is recommended. She said that is all she needs.
So I can do that, but how I always send those follow-ups is I never give it to my patient. Okay, I would like you to sign, unless there's a release of information in here now for your probation officer.
I don't believe there is, but I will fill one out.
Yes, I will print one out, we can fill it out, and then I can just, I'm sure she has an email address, I have
it also.
Okay, perfect, so then I can just email her. I have no problem doing that.
And Nicole, if you could do that, you never have to see my face again. And we don't have to worry about the psych evaluation that I will not have with a woman. Okay.
That's fine. Did they cancel that appointment for you? Do you know?
I asked them to, and what they said was that they actually had to talk. They wanted to schedule me for Friday the 6th, but they would need to confirm that with Brad. And since I don't have a dependable way to get a hold of me, they were going to just let me know. They asked me, would it be okay if we couldn't let you know until today?
Got it.
So I don't know if anything is set or it's not.
Well, if you don't mind, let me just kind of take a look here and see.
But I would be so grateful if I don't have to go through any more of this shit.
Yes.
My main priority right now is focusing on my physical therapy, and I'm gonna tell you what. I started in May, and I have had amazing results. It has drastically improved the daily quality of my life. When I started, I was not able to stand and change my clothes. I was not able to stand and dry off after a bath.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that now. I can actually stand, put my clothes on and off, and I can stand up and dry off like normal.
Mm-hmm.
I've had significant improvements in my balance, coordination, and my strength, and my pain, my chronic daily pain, had got so far out of control that I was not able to manage it. And I have had about 80% improvement, decrease with pain.
Oh my
And
goodness.
like now, this whole entire week, I haven't had any pain at all. I've been enjoying every day, fun in the sun,
So you're
feeling
just running
good.
around, just doing what you gotta do.
Well, what I've been doing is I'm not taking these last few nice days for granted.
Right.
So I just take a couple books, and there's a grassy spot that I like to go sit in, and I go sit there and I just bake under the sun all
I love
day.
it. Yeah, I can tell you've been in the sun for 18.
And that also has improved my quality of sleep and the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And and I've actually, to deal with all this fucking extra unnecessary shit that shouldn't be necessary, I've taken the last 2 weeks of physical therapy off. And I have been continuing my own physical therapy at home. And I took a fitness plan at Planet Fitness, to help do on my own time. I have not really been able to do anything because I've been having to deal with other shit that I should not have to deal with. And so I'm just hoping I got to get in front of these criminals at DTE who are trying to charge me over double the amount what my electric bill should be. Then we got the Affordable Connectivity Act people with the Department of Defense contracted Metro PCS, who for over a year have been restricting me to get on the program, even with the social worker 3 different times getting me signed up. And then we got the criminal over here, management, Richard Griffin, who for Macomb County Corporate Counsel, who is one of the real owners of that building under KMG Prestige, is literally going so far as to manufacturing false documentation, which he began doing in March.
I'm sure you have all your documents.
I do, and he's been off for the last 4 days trying to avoid me, and I've been going down to the social worker's office, and the social worker is working on trying to get me and the manager in the office tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'm hoping I can just deal with all these things before the end of the week, and next week be back in my physical therapy.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I really want right now.
Yeah. You're not asking too much, which is a good thing, right? Okay, so I don't know why. I don't know why this page, why it's not I might have to go get a copy up at the front, which is fine. But it's not.
Let me ask.
Form is not where it usually is.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you this.
Sure.
In addition to faxing that to her, could you also give me a copy for my own records?
Potentially. So I would have to inquire with my supervisor for that because behavioral health records are like sealed.
You
Right.
want to know what it is. You want to know what it is. People have no rights to their own medical information anymore. That's what it is. That is what I mean when I tell you this is a Nazi pharmaceutical medical police state. And
So
that proves it.
okay, hang on. What I can do today, okay, will have you sign that release of information.
Okay.
I will get that to your probation officer today.
Okay.
I will then inquire with my supervisor today on my way home.
Okay.
Hey, this is what Lisa and I discussed, A, B, and C. Can I provide her a letter? If he says yes, I can either mail you a letter.
I would
The
pick it up. Walk
or,
over and pick it up.
Or, yeah, you can just let me know when you're here. I'll keep it in my office, like locked up, right? Or if we know that you're coming for your
Well,
next
if she says it's fine, what you can do is just go ahead and leave it at the front desk.
Okay.
And today is Wednesday. You know, I know things take time, so like maybe Monday or Tuesday I'll just walk over and
Perfect.
I'll ask them, is there anything
Perfect.
here for me?
Yep.
If there's not, I'm sure the probation officer will probably give me a copy.
Okay.
But-
Yeah, I don't think it will be an issue, but like I said, I just have to verify on my end. So.
Let me get her information.
Oh, you have her card.
I don't think I have the actual card, but I have the information wrote down.
Well, what's her name? Because I can always.
Sue Schaefer,
She's out of
37th
37,
District Court.
Because oftentimes, the courts, their websites have.
Well, I don't trust the court. I can give you her direct email address.
No, I know. But what I was gonna say is on their website, they typically have the probation officers and their contact information.
Okay, I may have missed it and didn't notice that.
You said Susan Schaefer?
Yeah.
Yes, Schaefer at 37thdistrictcourt.org. Phone number 586-574-4983.
Yes, that is her. And here is, let me see, whoops.
What was that?
Try. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Right. Is it open all the way? Yeah. There's also her. I don't know if they give. I didn't see her personal personal email in their system. So in case it's not there, that's.
Yeah, so it is here.
Oh, okay.
You see, like, you can look at, I'm just on their website. So it's information that's available to the public.
Okay.
And I think it's the exact same phone number. 57449. Wait, 4. This says 4883. This one says 4983.
That's the phone number?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a
Okay, I do have dyslexia, and that a lot of times I do confuse numbers. I have wrote down also numbers, which might be what I copied it from what I did.
Hey, half the time I can't read my own handwriting.
Okay, you know what happened? I had such an accumulation of all these cards everywhere I go that were making all this extra crap in my purse.
Yeah, you gotta figure out a
I just took a lot of that stuff out.
well, yeah, 'cause you probably don't need all of it, right? I mean, that's just adding extra.
Well, you know, then this happens. Then I do need it, right?
Well, like I said, then most of this information from here.
Okay,
from there is
if
the
you
exact
have
same.
everything you need,
I do.
then that will be
Yeah.
fine.
I sure do.
Their information's probably more. I just wasn't sure if it showed, because they do display a probation email address, like for the main
Right.
That's-
But on
right.
here it's her. It's
Okay,
the specific
good,
one that you
good.
gave me. Yep. So we're on the same.
I
page.
do trust her. I have no reason not to trust her as of yet, but I do not trust the department of the 37th District Court itself.
Now you said after September, so it's no longer September. You no longer have to do reporting probation. Are you still on?
I go report on October 31st, and that is supposed to be. See, I got 6 months. I got 2 years. The first 6 months reporting. Okay.
Okay, so that's
And October 31st is supposed to be the last visit. And everything else is done. Anything else I had to do, money I had to pay and all that shit was, the psych evaluation. She just needs that last piece of confirmation that no follow-up is necessary. And if you could, when you write that, if you could like word it to say like based, I have counseled with Lisa 3 times and based on her most recent psych evaluation of 6/29.
so. I didn't do a psychiatric evaluation.
But you can't like use like the
But no, I can. We've completed. A psychosocial assessment and a treatment plan. And she's met her goals. No follow up is indicated. Is necessary at this time.
okay.
So, sound good?
Yes.
Okay. So the only thing I need is this release of information form, which is not where it usually is. Let me see if it's in our shared drive where I can just here. This should be it. It's thinking. Sorry, it's taking a second to think, but it's loading. It's doing something.
I appreciate that you can do this.
Yeah.
And I was kind of, I wasn't sure, since you're not the psychologist or the psychiatrist, I was really thinking, she's probably gonna say that she can't do that. It has to be done, So I'm glad. I'm just thankful you can do it, and I can be done with
Here's
it.
the thing, though, Lisa. You've had a psychiatric evaluation. You technically only needed one right?
Yeah.
They weren't saying like, well, go see Ben Sanders and then go back to my care and get another, right? None of that was ever.
Well,
expressed.
the thing is, they weren't able to accept. Dr. Ben Sanders won't put in writing what he told me to my face. So, he's ignoring everybody. And if I was him, I would be too. Okay. But God probably wants to shoot himself, and I hope he does.
That sounds awful.
But anyways, I'm taking much pleasure in what I've done to him. I really am. He deserved, in April 2022, he was violated for practicing under the influence of drugs and or alcohol. And he was violated for abusing the MAP system and for wrongfully diagnosing patients. I'm not the one with the substance abuse problem, Dr. Ben says.
How did you find that out? I'm
I
curious.
I found the document on the internet and then I took every opportunity to exploit it, and that's not good enough. So what I did was I went through all the websites and I found all the reviews on him about people talking about how they are being forced medicated and all these horrible things that they are being put through and how they are treated by Dr. Benz. And I put it all together and I made a beautiful Facebook post and I had somebody email it out to the whole world in a bulk email.
Wow.
But yeah, he's the one with the substance abuse issue. But see, in his defense, I mean, to me, you know, the way he puts it, no symptoms of bipolar, no psychosis, not suicidal, none of this, none of that. Okay, well, what's that mean? If there's no symptoms, there's nothing to treat, right? I mean, I don't even understand why it needs to be said. But it's just one more way to make things difficult for people.
Yeah, it is. Let me print this out, because I found it. Let me go grab it from the printer.
Okay.
Fill it out.
All right. This is a lot of stress off me. You have no idea.
Oh, okay.
This is a lot
I
of
don't want to
stress.
make your life any more stressful.
No, you've just made it a whole lot easier, and I appreciate that.
Sure. I do what I can. Alright. How was your birthday?
It was good.
Okay.
I don't, but as a general rule, I don't do much on my birthday.
Okay.
My birthday is on a Black Magic Occult Day, 9/22/70. It's a master occult number, and bad things happen on my birthday, so I usually stay home. I usually stay home where I could limit the possibility of anything bad happening.
I get that. Okay, release my records from my care 2. Let me pull up her name again. I'm going to put on here 37th District Court Probation Department. Well, okay, so she's going to continue to be your probation officer?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just put her name down then. So, and then what you need to do is you can, this is the information that I can or cannot release. So, yes, like psychiatric, I need you to be like, hey, we've completed all of our,
Okay.
follow up, but like most people, will say no for everything else. Because it doesn't apply to you either.
Oh, okay. Does the drugs and alcohol thing apply? It seems like that's kind of wrapped up into psychological now, right? So I'm just.
But, you can. You're
Well,
not.
you
can.
I'll just put
Whatever
it.
you feel comfortable with.
I'll just put it in case and then I need to put no for these or just leave them blank.
Yep. You can put no.
Okay.
And then you will need to sign what I think it says.
And this date is 10.
4. I don't know why I was gonna say 20. It's definitely not the 20th yet.
10/4.
10/4 of
2023.
Yep.
Self. Print name.
That's only if.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So and then typically these I let everyone know this release of information is good for 1 year unless there's a different date of expiration.
Okay. I'm not really worried about it.
Okay.
It don't matter to me really.
Okay. So yeah, I can, like I said, shortly, once we're done, I can type up something, email it.
And this will confirm to her no follow-up is necessary or recommended or whatever. Okay. Okay, good. Good. This has been a lot of stress for me.
Now again, unless they're like, hey, this can't come from some social worker, this has to come from, a treating physician, then I can't do that, right?
Right.
So you would have to
I'd have to start all over again.
Well, you would just have to let me know and we can put you on the schedule with Brad.
Okay, and hopefully it wouldn't come to that. So.
Right, so I can, of course, I can only do what I can do, right? But unless Susan says, you know what, Lisa, we need something more from not a social worker, right? Then, okay, then you let me know and we put you on the schedule with Brad and we go from there.
Okay.
What questions do you have?
None, really. That's really all I need.
Okay.
So, but hopefully that they won't say that it can't come from some social worker. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully they won't. But, being that they themselves have the psych evaluation and, which should be a no-brainer. If nothing, those symptoms, there's nothing to treat. And they know that, and like I told her, and she knows herself, I have jumped through all hoops to just try to do what I'm supposed to do against a corrupt system who is trying to make it impossible for me to comply with their own terms because they want a reason to manufacture a violation so they can hopefully keep me there long enough to make me go homeless and lose everything I own, and then these paranoid criminals with other human trafficking operations contracted between the United States Army and the CIA in Macomb County Corporate Council won't have to be as paranoid about me as they are. This is what's going on. Macomb County is the biggest criminals in America. Worse, Satanists, underground Satanists, and to the people who are not Satanist. And see, the reason I know so much about it is because I was born into this, and me and my family had been a victim of Macomb County's CIA deep, dark, underground Satanism for 50 years. And it has devastated my family. And my father, my mother, my sister, we have all been through hell with this satanic occult ritual and sacrifice, abuse and crimes. And if people don't typically see what they're not supposed to see because they're not supposed to see it. And Macomb County is really, really deep, dark, underground, satanic level shit. Like the stuff you hear about Hollywood with the blood sacrifices and the child sex sacrifice. Okay, that's, wow, we were supposed to be the NBA blood ritual sacrifice and the NHL for Nick Nemeth's contract. Okay, and the stuff that actually comes out of Macomb County that is involved and all of that. You know, I'm talking about the kind of stuff that everybody's heard about, but nobody knows if it really exists.
Mm-hmm.
That is what Macomb County is. And Michigan as a whole is very, very important to all of this. And that's what the Fix the Damn Roads campaign is about. Okay, that's why you drive across the state lines. You know the minute you're out of Michigan and the minute you come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all this road construction, and the reason is because Michigan specifically gets the contracts, and these are mass graves. Mass graves. People are driving over mass graves every day of their life. Like it's normal. That's the deep level, like Hillary Clinton type Satanism. That's the stuff that goes on here in Michigan, and particularly Macomb County is very important to that.
Never knew that.
Unless you're one of them or you're a victim to
Right,
them,
like you said,
you don't know. You don't know. And everything is just like people sit and they watch sports media and entertainment every day and think of it as just fun and entertainment. And what they don't realize is no, aside from the fact that real people had to be sacrificed to Satan and children had to be kidnapped from their parents and trafficked by Department of Homeland Security's DHHS for child sex sacrifices. Okay, aside from that, people don't understand they are participating in black magic rituals. Disney, that's all black magic ritual. And it's been so normalized, and like the cartoons, I mean, most people think this is just fun and innocent stuff for the kids. It's not. It is seriously, seriously dark and twisted. And people don't realize it. They don't believe you if you tell them, and they don't really care because it's all been normalized. This is worse than the days of Noah. Worse than the days of Noah. And for these same sins and these same wickedness that the state of the world is in today, and that, globally, worldwide, why do you think all these, did you see those floods in New York?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you got Libya. Last number I heard was like 30 million dead. Okay, then Turkey, the Turkey earthquake. The last number I heard there, I'm sorry, 30,000. And then with the Turkish earthquakes, the last number I heard was 30,000 dead. Okay, before that, 2/3 of Pakistan was underwater. Okay, this is God's wrath coming down on this world. This is God's wrath. We are in the 6,000 year cycle now. The book of Revelation in the Bible, if you read Revelation 12 in the signs in the skies that we are supposed to watch for, that happened on August 21st, 2021, when they manufactured that northwestern eclipse where the sky blackened. Okay, that was the signs in the sky that I were Virgo with the moon at her feet. Okay, and the beast waiting to devour the male child she was giving birth to. That was August 21st, 2017. And it's, they use this, aside from the fact that they have manufactured the scriptures for their own agenda, which is why the original text doesn't exist. They are using that as their playbook. And when they talk about the blackening of the sun, aside from that, look at all that chemical warfare outside, all that lithium that's so thick you can cut it with a knife. Okay, and there's that, and every day in the news, if you're looking and paying attention, there are new invasive species of insects, fungus gnats, bed bugs, okay, that were never even really a problem until 10 or 15 years ago. Now all of a sudden, it's a big problem. All this other invasive stuff. Well, this is all in line with the scriptures, manufactured or not. And rather the scriptures are playing out true because they're God's prophecy, or because these Satanists are using it as their playbook and they've manufactured things. That doesn't matter. Whatever side of the table you're on with your belief system doesn't matter. The fact is it's happening, and it's happening now. Whether you believe it's an act of God, or whether you believe it's the act of government manufacturing and prophecy, it's happening. It's happening.
Well, let's get you out of here, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't want to continue to sit in my office. But thank you for working with me. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. And like I told you the first time, I apologize that I had to waste your time that could be better spent on somebody else.
I never look at my time as wasted.
Well, I do. I look at this as a waste of my time and yours. And perhaps there is somebody else that does need the help, and that's the way I look at it. Like, it's a waste of both of our time.
I get it.
And I appreciate the time that you have given me. And
absolutely. Well, then let's see you run out of here with it.
We're done with the sheet and everything?
Yep, we're good. So I just have to scan that in. So I'll do it once I do that letter to you, so it's all
okay.
All there.
This is a good day too, because she is in the office on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, and I want to get it done before I leave at 4:30. So we will have that all set for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now, find my
straight
way.
ahead. You got it.
Okay.
Let me grab the door for you.
All right. Hopefully they'll accept it. And you won't have
let
to
me know
hear
if there's
from me again.
anything else, okay?
And then I'll just check back Monday or Tuesday and see if you were able to leave me anything. If not, that's fine. She'll probably give me a copy. Okay, thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Bye-bye.